Hey guys, Brian over at Strong Tower, functional aging specialist and Z Health movement specialist. Hey, I'm here at my workstation. You could imagine that this is your home office. So I'm gonna just give you some info on how to make your workstation more exciting for your brain. So we're gonna work on cranial nerve activations. We're gonna also just kind of give you a couple ideas for what you can do to become more efficient at work, energize your workstation a little bit. So for cranial nerve 1, we're going to do some smell. So if you have essential oils handy and earplugs or nose plugs, if you plug a nostril and then do some smell, we can activate either the right or the left cortex. So if you want left cortex, you want more like temporal lobe, language, maybe you're writing a story, really good to have some smell going into the left nostril to activate left cortex. Left nostril tends to be more down-regulating or calming, while right nostril tends to amp you up. So if you need just a little bit of an idea as far as your energy levels and how to correlate that to doing your smell work or cranial nerve 1 work, you can use that as well. So if you need to get amped up, breathe essential oil into the right nostril. That's what I'm going to do right now. So got the nose plug in. And then cranial nerve 2 are optic nerves, so you can see these super cool yellow glasses. You'll want to test any of this stuff out. So we do some retest stuff at the studio to make sure that we're on the right track with helping people with the right neural input. So for me, I know yellow glasses are amazing and they tend to be energizing. They actually help me with my acuity, so I can see a little bit better. It improves my contrast sensitivity when I have yellow glasses on. So that's optic nerve, cranial nerve 2. Cranial nerve 3 and 4 kind of work together. So if you have a pen handy at your workstation, also by the way, I'm sitting on a stability ball. So if you have one of those at home, or you have a chair that you can bounce in, or you can stand up and bounce a little bit, that's great vestibular input. Also tends to be energizing. For cranial nerve 3 and 4, our visual system, we want to work on convergence. If you're staring at a screen for a long time, tip number 1 is let the eyes diverge or look up for 20 seconds. Every 20 minutes, we want to spend looking away from that screen and giving your eyes a break. All right? And then we also, even though you're looking at a screen, we might not be completely converging the eyes all the way in. So for cranial nerves 3 and 4, we can do pen push-ups. So we can bring that pen in towards the bridge of the nose. Just a couple reps. Give yourself a movement break. Make sure you're breathing through these. And if you haven't been assessed by somebody that does functional neuro testing and those make you feel funny, don't do them. Get assessed first. Work with a coach that knows what they're talking about. Cranial nerve 5, we have the trigeminal nerve. This is a big one. So we could do sensation to different parts of the face. We can also do bite. For me, I know this little Z-Vibe tool is amazing, and when I bite down on it, I get not only sensory information into the left side. I know bite on the left is good for me and just my nervous system from some testing, but we're also getting the motor activation with the sensory when you bite down. So I got that. If you don't have a really cool Z-Vibe or a vibrating toothbrush, grab a stir stick. You can bite down on a stir stick. You can get a little spongy ball and bite down on that. For cranial nerve 7, we have the muscles of facial expression, so you can do some smiling. If your smile is higher on one side, you may want to resist the side that doesn't go quite as high and actually press into that a little bit. We can raise the eyebrows, we can squeeze the eyes shut. Another visual reset is just closing the eyes for 30 seconds, taking some deep breaths, giving your eyes a break from all that screen time. You're actually going to become more energized and more efficient if you take these little quick minute breaks and give your brain some activation that it may need. Grab a snack, take a walk right after you do a couple of these things. That can be a great thing to also make the results a little bit more sticky, and walking tends to be energizing too, so get up and move a little bit when you need to throughout the day. Cranial nerve 8, we have the vestibulocochlear nerve. So for me, I know auditory into my left side tends to be a good stimulus. So that could be as complicated as getting an earplug and plugging one ear. So I'm going to plug the right ear. I know I do well with more right brain stimulus, so if I add auditory on my left side, that's going to feed into the right brain. So you can set up your music, set up your office to feed in the input to the correct side of the brain, if you know what that is for you. Cranial nerve. Oh, all right. So cranial nerve 9, we can work on swallowing. I have some coffee here. For 9 and 10, you could also do some gargling. So just keep in mind that you can break these up and do a little bit here and there. You don't have to go through all cranial nerves, all 12 of them at the same time. You'd want to just break up, take little breaks, and do like 1 or 2 of these, maybe stack a couple of them together. And then for cranial nerve 11, we have shrugging. This tends to be calming, actually. So if you do some deep belly breathing with your shoulders shrugged up, and just spend maybe 30 seconds working there with some slow exhalation. So exhale slow. You could go through the mouth on exhale, or work on going into the nose and out of the nose. If you got your nose plug in, and you need to take that out to do some slow exhalation through the nose. That tends to work a little bit better. And then for cranial nerve 12, we have the tongue. So hypoglossal nerve controls the different muscles in the tongue, and you could do different things like tongue circles. We could push the tongue to one side of the cheek. You're also going to get some activation if you do like some humming or singing, if you can listen to your music on that correct side, and then hum along with it, and then maybe do some tongue circles. So and you can stack tongue, shrug, music, all together, and you're going to feel creative, you're going to feel energized, and that is how to set up a cranial nerve workstation so that you get more done, become more productive, and feel more energized throughout your day. Let us know how it works. I hope it helps. Remember to subscribe to the channel and give us a like and drop a comment if you have any questions. Thanks.